Okay, so now we're going to walk through the calculation of the expected return for our stock fund and bond fund. Um, we have four scenarios here: severe recession, mild recession, normal growth, and boom. Those have probabilities of 5%, 25%, 40%, and 30% respectively. The stock fund has expected returns loss of 37% in a severe recession, loss of 11%, a gain of 14%, and 30% return gain in the boom scenario. The respective returns for the bond fund are loss of 9%, gain of 15%, gain of 8%, loss of 5%. These make sense. The interest rates typically fall during a mild recession. So as a result, the bond fund would likely gain. And in a boom, interest rates typically rise, which would cause losses in a bond fund. So logical. So all we do here is we take our probabilities, multiply them by each of the expected returns. So 0.05 multiplied by negative 37, that's negative 1.9. We do this for each probability and each return, and then we sum those up, get an expected return for our stock fund of 10%, expected return for our bond fund of 5%. So now we'll move forward and we're going to calculate the standard deviation for each of these funds. So again, we have our four scenarios and the probabilities. We for the stock fund, we take the 37% loss. We subtract that from the expected return, or subtract the expected return of 10%. So minus 37, minus 10. So that's minus 47, minus 11, minus 10, minus 21, minus 14, minus 10 is 4, minus 30, minus 10 is 20. We square those, multiply them by the probabilities, each of the probabilities, so 0.05 multiplied by 2,209, down at the bottom, 0.3 times 400. We sum those up, and that number is the variance. We take the square root of that, and we get the standard deviation of 18.63%. So we'll go through the same process for the bond fund. The bond fund has an expected return of 5%. So minus 9 minus 5 is 14. 15 minus 5 is 10. 8 minus 5 is 3. Negative 5 minus 5 is negative 10. We square those, multiply them by the probabilities, and sum them up, and we get the variance of 68.4. You take the standard deviation of that and get the standard deviation, or take the square root of 68.4 to get the standard deviation of 8.27%. We'll refer back to these in the next slides when we calculate the statistics for a combined portfolio.